Hey, what's going on? It's Michael. In this quick video, I'll go over how to make money fast online with affiliate marketing. If you don't know what this is, it's simply connecting people to proven companies with proven products and proven systems and getting credit for it, getting commissions, low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, residual income commissions, where something predictably is coming in each and every single month without having to start at zero and from complete scratch. Building a long-term, stable business. Keyword, business. Most people who come into this don't treat it as. They get into this as a side hustle, part-time, which I get that. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But if you're doing this full-time or will go into full-time, treating this right, because it's like any other business you do online and offline. Yes, the models, yes, the things you do, what you need, what you don't need. You don't need any inventory. You don't need any equipment, a building, any office space outside of your home or another location you go to. You don't need to be buying those places to go and work out of. You don't need any employees, no contracts with this and that you see in traditional and even non-traditional brick and mortar businesses to get all the supplies to be able to start generating revenue, if not enough revenue, and meet the demands. And you have suppliers, vendors, and all this stuff with all this upkeep, moving parts, management, preventative maintenance, and more that truly deep down nobody wants to be doing. And all the high overhead, high expenses you see on all these other businesses, the having to be on the phone, Zoom calls, attending events. Sorry. I spoke a little earlier, so that's why my voice. And I'll drink some water in a moment. I'm also the introverted, more analytical, cerebral type. I'm not one who speaks much. You see me here helping you, but I'm really more reserved. I'm more mathematical, systems writing oriented. So it's hard for me to do this. I'm lifting up my phone to do this. I've been doing it for years at a high level. I know what I'm doing. I do it well. I have multiple ventures, businesses, and it's not something I'm used to, but to get out of my way, to have more courage, to be more brave, to put myself out there in a way to show you the raw and authenticity that I bring and to help give you a lot of value that I know I have and from my experiences and what I've seen from others, I will show up this way because the way you consume it can be a lot better and easier. And so not going to be on the phone call, conference calls, attending events. Nobody wants to be doing that deep down inside. And even offering a service like that can get not boring or monotonous, because in the boring and the monotonous is where things work best when you're doing the right thing. You keep doing and keep doing and keep doing that and more of it because it's going to work and it will work. And if you're doing the right thing too, obviously you want to be doing the right thing. What I mean is, do you want to keep working with clients, getting them like funding, a business loan, a form of consumer financing, personal loan, insurance, or whatever that service is? It could be a digital marketing agency, doing lead generation for a business, and you're taking on that thorough service-based approach. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing these at all, but what I'm saying is, do you have a plan to go away from doing that so you can get into a business that you can fully automate and have running for you 24/7 around the clock without having to service clients? Hey, Mr. Mrs. Client, who will never go through the process. I know you don't say that, but in your head, the process takes forever, the fulfillment of it, the costs, the time and energy you take, doing a lot of volume where you shouldn't be doing so much volume, focus on quality, lesser volume. Certain parts will be more volume to then get into lower volume, or lower volume to get into high volume, or a lot of this can be lower volume of sales, revenue, and the activities that you're taking, the inputs to get the outputs. So you really have to think about this, and where do you take what you're doing now and invest it into something else like affiliate marketing? And then there are other ways from there. What do we invest that into and do another part, and then full circle. So the fastest way to make money with affiliate marketing. You may not like this answer, but it's the answer you need. It's the one you need to hear. So with what I'm about to say, please just keep an open mind, an open heart, because if I didn't when I began, I wouldn't be where I am now. I'm telling you the honest truth. If your expectations are to get in this, spam your link, put it on social media and see who clicks. Hey, maybe someone does and they buy or they sign up, whatever that call to action is. But how many does it take to do that? That's hopelessness. That's not deliberate hope. That's not saying I have strategy, tactics. Here's my model. Here's my model that I need to change and make better. Here's the metrics, the results from this, other people's results, understanding how it works. And so there are many strategies, and I even show you on screen what to do. I'll have more videos down below and more you can check out. I even have a way to get Google Docs that do the heavy lifting for you. So I'll try to speak about a little bit of that later on, but I'll have all this down below. You can use paid ads. You have Google ads, solo ads, Facebook ads. That's what most people want to do is just get ads running. It's like they think about the whole e-commerce model, but I wouldn't even do that with the tariffs, the volume, the winning products, the margin, what you have to meet, the demands, costs, seasonal, non-seasonal, the amount of inventory, and all this other stuff in moving parts, the costs, things to upkeep, keep research, and there's a lot of things that happen. There's more I haven't even mentioned, and I won't even recommend Amazon FBA, FBM, drop shipping, print on demand, and even lead generation at times, and digital marketing agency for service and clients' expectations, never happy or they are. They're like, now they have this, and too much. And so what you do have too is organic marketing. You have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and there are more. You have people making video reels on these platforms and distributing it on different channels, repurposing that video, putting it on different channels for reels, short 7 to 30 second, 30 second to a minute video, plus even more than a minute. And just as simple like this, or turning it the other way, vertical, because it's a vertical platform. So just doing like a 7-second video pointing, or you can even use AI, but people seeing people is best because they resonate with that even more. And they put a face to a name, and it's like, oh, well, what's real, what's not? And that connection. And or 30 seconds, you can be saying a few things. There's a green screen. Speak about what your green screen or what you have in front of you or behind you or what you're doing. You don't have to have a green screen. Just simple stuff. Sharing your story, telling your story, what you're doing today, what's made a difference, where you're going, what troubles, what setbacks. I want to know what setbacks you've had, what troubles you've had, and sharing those things are very relatable and like, oh, well, they're a real person. And there's more formats, sharing your personal journey and being relatable. You can put that onto your stories on different channels. And with your stories, that's where a lot of people are warmed up to who you are, and your friends who will see that. And they know, like, and trust you, or they don't, or they will, and they'll likely get to know more. And so those who see those stories are following you, who have seen you before. And the more that you post in your story, whether it's your reel you put on there or a form of that, a clip of that, go watch the video, the full video, here's the link, or ask for the link, or DM a script, DM link, or go to my bio, or go to my page to get started, or send me a DM start and I'll send you over the document, or whatever that is. Do a poll on stories. So stories work, whether you're using your reel to put on there or not. You don't always have to do that. It's not always the most recommended too. So have something authentic and raw, something that you can share on screen. You're pointing at the computer. Here's like step 1, do this, step 2, step 3. Here's how to get rid of stubborn belly fat in less than 10 days. Here's how to start making money online without a website in 5 steps. Step 1, you may be on screen, or here, let me turn the screen over now and show you, or it's on screen the whole time, showing the person. DM funnel, so I can send you my free whatever that is. There's different ways, but stories work really, really well. And when you segment them, and then one leads to another one, you can have one visible for like 24 hours and gets plenty of views, or you can have multiple, it could get similar more or less. Have one rolling, and then one piece leads to another one. So they're viewing your stories. And that's where I get a lot of people who will comment, DM. I get DMs quite a bit, and people start to know, like, and trust you more. So make use of stories. And I won't get into all the strategy and tactics so much of that, and like how to make it look and everything right now. And I can help you more. Look down below for what I recommend to do and get started with. And then another thing is sharing on Facebook. Facebook is a big place and there's a lot of connection to be made. You can use Instagram, TikTok, and these places for short form video, and then send people to a group, your own group, send them to something free so they can sign up, and then collect an email because you're building your subscribers list of know, like, and trust. But on Facebook, what you can do is, and I like Facebook for a lot of reasons, depending on the psychographics, the demographics of the people that are there, what they're consuming, what they're on there for. They're already in groups. They're already segmented into groups. So if you go on Instagram, you might not easily, or you just can't get to that kind of group unless somebody creates a group and everybody's in there and like the DMs and stuff. But with Facebook, you can even attract a higher quality of person. I'm not saying that's always the case. You might have to go through a lot of volume on Instagram just to get to that one quality person. Not saying that's always it. You could even do lives on Instagram. I do lives on Instagram. One of my niches is funding too. So I combine the funding, finance expertise that I have, helping businesses grow their business, fixing, doing numbers. I'm a very mathematical guy, so I'd always do numbers, detailed project budgets. I've done a lot of things. And then I segment into home business. I could just put on my live, need a home business. It's as simple as that. Start a home business, or how to solve this problem with this, even without, or just something simple. Home business, 500 to 2,600 per person or something, I don't know. And then people join that and they want to hear, what is this about? And just getting over yourself, because it's still hard for me to do a video. I just put it up right here next to my table, and those who join, I welcome them in. I welcome myself as in, not like welcome myself in, is I give them a welcome as in who I am, a brief intro, my background, like why they should listen to me, what I've done. Oh, okay. But I could also lead into it with, how would you, do you have trouble with da 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 da, and you can't get off the couch because of da 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 da? Yeah, that sounds like me. And speaking to that one person. So you can have a group of people in the room you don't know of, and they don't know about you or have seen you, they just haven't joined, or they have been there before, they just come back again for whatever reason to get more information, just to hear from you. They just want to hear from you. It's not even about them signing up or going to get started. That might be something they do, but a lot of the times you'll also see that people just join you because of you and your characteristic traits, your values, your vision, your morals, your ethics, your governing principles, the way you are, what you've been through, and just speaking about those things to people resonates. And so you'll notice then you can introduce yourself. You start off with a big headline, a bold headline to captivate people, to bring people in. Those who don't even know you, yeah, I want to learn about that. But before I do, my name is Michael, and I've been online for many years, and da 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 da. And it wasn't always like this. I started in a financial logistics position, or I was in a financial logistics position for a huge contracting company. Here's what happened, downfall, unemployment benefits again, food stamp cards again. It happened to me a long time ago too. And then you lead into, okay, now on the subject matter, on the topic, what I wanted to share with you guys today, and I'm gonna likely turn the screen over and show you guys. You can even do a share, like a turn the screen over, like flip it from your phone and then show them, like, here's my framework. And then you give them the solution, and here's what maybe you got to do better. Or if you guys are interested, check the link in my bio, or drop me your email here if you're comfortable, or send me a DM if you feel most comfortable, or I can send you guys a DM. And people will comment, or they'll go and like leave the video and go and check out your link. It happens, guys. And you have a better connection with that person because they were in your room. They got to know, like, trust you, and they get to learn even more. And through time, they're going to learn more, and you're going to learn more about them. So that's one way. You can multi-stream on the different platforms too. If you're on Facebook too, Instagram, wherever you're starting, and it's going to YouTube, etc. But on Facebook too, if you go there, and there's groups. So there are Facebook groups you can join, like affiliate marketing, side hustle, home business, the name of the product you have or even don't, you get access in there, but doing things ethically, of course, you're in there, prospecting, you're giving value. There could be people in those groups who have bought that product who it doesn't work, whether the product is quality or not. There are many reasons. They're looking for something else. They're not getting anywhere. It could be that they're just not doing anything, or they want something different that aligns with them better, or something that could be better in a total program system, whatever the reason is. And then from these groups, by the way, I can give you a whole Google Drive with a lot of different things. I have a Google document for what groups to look for, what you do when you're in that group, when you hover over somebody's name, to friend requests when you're in that group, What do you do after you friend request them? Send them a message. Do you wait? You can send them a message right away. What are you sending? Here's my DM script. Here's what the prospect says. Here's what you say. Here's what we share with them. We can send them a direct link to that video sales letter of that affiliate product. Or even better, I believe, is to send them an offer document. And I have these offer documents ready for you to go. You just can make a copy of them, and then you put your link where it needs to go. It solves the problem. It agitates. Here's the solution here. Overcomes objections. Here's the solution. Here's why this would work. Here's what this is. Click the link, goes to the video sales letter, or can go to a video review before, and then they click on that button underneath the video review, or what that is or what it is, and then they go over there. And I can give you these kinds of things. So it's high level stuff, and it works by using an offer document, a document that shares. I've done this in the funding space. I've done it in this space and in others, and it works like clockwork. When you do it right, when you know what you're doing, you'll have the DM scripts. And so again, watch down below. I have a free training on this, and I also have a group. If I have the link down below, or in time, you'll join my group where I've been helping people. Okay, so I have a group on this. I can show you how to do this and do it effectively. But you can go into groups, and then there's another system, and there's a system that I recommend where they're also going to show you Facebook, and at a high level, you can get access to super affiliate secrets, DMing, and the person showing you. It's awesome high level stuff. So make sure you check that out and understanding how to use Facebook too. But I'll show you that in time if you don't see it right away. And then when we go to these groups, we friend request, we start a conversation. We don't pitch. We really ask how they are. I hope they're doing well, formatted and really caring. And you'll even care more because it's not just saying, hey, I saw we were in the same Facebook group and I wanted to reach out. And how's affiliate marketing going? Or are you facing any challenges? Like, that's kind of a red flag a lot from the get-go. Other times it isn't, if it's the question is asked right and the lead up to the question is. And then you go to their profile. You do a little bit of extra piece where you go into their profile and you see who they are. You go through their profile. If there's a link, click on that link to see what they're about. Who are they? What do they do? And then when we come back, we send them a message and just wanted to get to know a little bit more about what you do, even though you might have seen what they do, but maybe don't have a full understanding or there's more to know. Hey, their name. I saw your profile and I was very interested in what I saw. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you do? Something like that. Leads in, soft landing. And then now you follow up. Here's the DM script. Do this, do this, do this. Find out what their challenges are. If they have any, what do they have to overcome? What are they not happy about? Okay, here's their objections. Here's the solution. You can drop them the video sales letter link to that product, and or you drop them a DM document that I will give you, which is awesome, and I highly recommend that. And there's systems out there, programs out there with 100% commissions, even 200% commissions with 200% tier 2 commissions. And I'll show you that one that I highly recommend you get into and building a high ticket affiliate business, because you can do a lot of general $7 sales, but how many of those people are actually serious? They're already in the ecosystem. We can communicate with them better. I have the onboarding emails. I'll give you onboarding emails, and then how they can get segmented into the high ticket side of it. So I'll show you all of this. $1,500, $2,500 commissions, $500, $2,600 unlimited high ticket commissions, different systems. We can system stack. But like I just said, going into Facebook groups, they're already segmented people in there. You'll know what they identify with and who they are. You can see that they're already in that group. And those who are in the group posting and or commenting, liking, yeah, but they're not the original poster or person who posted, but why would they like their own post? Oh, well, there's that. And then a person who just likes, comments, loves, shares, or just cares about it, whatever it is, cares about it, the emoji, etc. We want the person who actually posts and the person who comments. Yes, you can find the people who liked it. That's active too. You can hover over if you can see who they are and friend request. But we go into these groups and we don't spam. We give value too. We also show up. We can give value in these groups, show up, give our offer or share what we have too when it's right, if it's right away, or if it's not, filling out that room, the temperature of it. But getting people into your DM. And that, to me, has been the most best way and to accelerate things. Sure, you can then take that and then put it into solo ads, which you get in there, or start with solo ads and budget for that. But you might have to go through a lot of rounds of solo ads, getting people from other people's lists that they nurture to send to your capture page to collect the name and an email to get a subscriber and follow up. But ultimately, you should be building your email list regardless. So your email list is your biggest asset, and not staying on rented land all the time like a Facebook, like an Instagram, but getting people off the platform to become and to be a subscriber on your list. So capturing that email, I'll show you different ways and what you can get access to and even more. So I hope that gave you some understanding, and then you can be posting on your newsfeed. You'll be shown what to do, how to do that segment, who sees and who doesn't, and if you can and can't. How you can get more looks at your post, how you can boost your post, or how you can do things by just commenting and generating an amount, and or putting your post and getting comments to your post, so it builds authority. And when other people see that, they go, what is Jesse, what is John, what is Sally doing? Others are commenting and liking, so why don't I? Let me find out. I want more information about this info or whatever that is. Then you hover over their profile, who commented, go to the DM, send them what you were supposed to send them, what they asked for. Or if you don't send them immediately the doc or the link, video sales letter link or whatever that is to where they're going, have a conversation with them. And what kind of conversation will you have? Okay. And it also depends on the post. But seeing that, it's going to really help and build authority. You have your page, personal profile page on your Facebook built accordingly, the link, get to know who you are, what you do, who do you serve, who do you help. So that, there's YouTube, there's Google Blog, although it's become a lot harder. You have different platforms. You can combine the Facebook in different ways with videos, but focus on one thing. You can spread that out. You're omnipresent on different platforms. So there's that. There's traffic exchanges, safe lists, going to other people's lists and doing a promotion, Dream 100. And there's more, but Facebook, with the quality usually are there, and the people that you want to get in front of, and you build that connection, the rapport. And it doesn't have to be a call or anything, unless it is that, unless after you shared with them the link, they still had questions and something about something, and they don't think it's right for them. How do you follow up and ask them if they're sure it's not right for them? And if at that point it was best for them to do a phone call, okay, but normally you don't have to do that. If that's the last resort and it'll really help you like close the deal, seal the deal, then okay. Or a Zoom call, but you don't always have to do those things. So I hope that helped you and gave you the realistic expectations, and it's all well worth it. It just doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel natural. And my character, my personality is not to be one who does find people in groups and do all that, but I have, and it works. Okay, you just kind of gotta get over yourself and understand there's something greater in this than who we are now at this present moment. If we haven't grown yet, if we don't realize what we're doing is actually going to help, until you actually start doing it, then you see it for yourself. And that's who I was many years ago when I was like, what? That friend? I did blogging for a while. So I didn't even get on social media for a while, but I wish I had earlier, because I'm not a social media person. Like we always think that we're not, nobody, unless you're for other reasons, personal reasons, and you're already spending an hour, 2 hours likely, the average person a day or more or less. So why not spend that hour or whatever that is going and finding these prospects and people that you want to build that connection with, and send them a friend request, reach out to them. If they accept it, then you send them a message, or they accept it, then it lands in their primary inbox and staying and being in their secondary inbox, or you message them right away, that's fine, and they accept primary, okay. So this is proven, it works. Many people have done this well, successfully, use this Facebook strategy, myself too included. And again, the premise of this video, how to make money fast online with affiliate marketing. I could have gone into this deeper, showing you the framework. I have other videos I'll link you to down below. There's also a free training. Make sure to check that out. You'll learn. I'll give you my Google Drive with my docs, my DM scripts, everything. But ultimately, you do it. You have to do it. I'm not saying like you have to, but you are the one that has to do it. And I'm not going to be the one that has to do it for you. And you could be spinning your wheels doing this over and over again, and you're like, oh, it doesn't work. Affiliate, I tried that stuff. And then you're in a group at a Christmas get-together. Hey, John, how's that? I tried it. No, I'm not doing it anymore. Do you want to be that person, or you want to be the person who says, yeah, I did it and I'm still doing it and it's working well for me? Oh, what is it? What is it again? And what's working well for you? Yeah, this is, and I figured out after so much trial and error, and I wish I would have done this. And now that I know how to do this, that it's been working. It's been building. I've had the connections, and people are taking me up on the product. They're checking out the offer, the document, or whatever, how they're getting to that page too. and it's working. You have 5, 6 conversations, helpful, meaningful conversations, caring conversations back and forth, showing interest. They show interest. Yeah, I'd like to check that out because I failed or before, and or this isn't working, or I want to do something else. I want to add on top of what I'm doing. And then boop, here's your link. Follow up 1 to 2 days or so. Did they check this out? What are their thoughts? Oh, they're already in. We onboard them. They're already in our messenger. We wait some time, like 10, 12 days more or less. And then we can, if it's the right fit for them to look more at the higher ticket product, then we share with them that part of the onboarding email sequence. They're already going through it. We can message them, hey, I've seen you've been in the OLSP or this system for a couple of days now. And I just wanted to see if you had any questions, if you needed any help. Are you having any challenges? Yeah, I am. And this is what I have been finding a challenge in, and or not. And yeah, I'm doing well. I'm just still learning it. Okay, great. If you have any questions, just reach out to me. Yeah, will do. And then you can reach out later. Hey, how's that? See, and then if it's the right time, say, hey, I'm sending you an email, or hey, you've probably been receiving my emails on this other product in the same system and why it's beneficial. Here's my other document. Boop. Want to learn more about it? So, boop. There you go. Or it wasn't a person who was already in the system. There's different ways of doing this. But ultimately, it's just learning. It's learning the skill. And most people don't. They come into this like, oh, I got to do that? What? It's a business. What did you expect? You're going to go on your social media and just, hey, anybody, just here's my link. Go click it. No, don't do that. It's going to push your post down and you won't get as many views, and they're going to take notice of that. So don't just be putting links in your post. It could be somebody who does because they have already a lot of authority and they really want to put that out because that's the way to do it, but they know they're going to get clicks. Like, don't be putting links, YouTube links to go out to from a Facebook to like a YouTube, like, unless it's a group, but even then I wouldn't do that. If you wanted to put the video in your group separately, or comment DM or comment video and I'll send it over to you. And then you send it to them in the messenger. Now you have a conversation. People who come into a group, that's why when you build community, you build a group, you build an ecosystem, you can control that part in terms of it being your group. And then from there, comment DM, or here, I'll reach out to you guys, those who join, and you have a question before they join that you can accept them. Would it be okay if I reach out to you with more help? Would you need that? Okay, yes. Some will say no, others will say yes. Okay, great. And you can just reach out to them then and have a conversation. You can just reach out to them and say, point them to, here's the how to get started in the group. Here I have a free video. Here's my getting started guide. It'll take you to my guide section. So they get a free system there. And I give you these things too. You can use in your own group. And the group does the heavy lifting. The doc does the heavy lifting. The offer doc, the information, the problem solving of that doc. Go to the link. That's how you do this. But getting people in the DM is the way to do it, okay? And get over yourself. It's not all about you. It's not even about you. It's about helping someone. And it can be something you do this for in any kind of niche. And I get it. That's not always the most attracting way. I'd rather still, and I could do a lot of things via email without doing that strategy because I've built things on different platforms too, but that can take more time. Or it could be immediate, but it takes more traction. But you should also have something else on top of that, like Facebook, Instagram, and more, and these different methods. So I hope this was very helpful for you. And I'm giving you the understanding, the reality of it. But by far, this is better to do than when you look at the alternative, what you could be doing with other businesses in the 9 to 5 and just sitting on the couch one day, flipping through your television, or not, you're just kind of like blanking out, or like, what do I gotta go? Oh, washing dishes, taking the stress away, but then the stress keeps on mounting by the dishes, or not the dishes, but then you come back to the thought of it again, and you're back to square one, and you're looking at the other person's channel and watching that video, going through a blog post, social media post. You're just consuming. You're becoming, and you probably are just a consumer and not a producer. When you have a consumer mentality, all you'll do is consume. Buy that next thing, buy that next ticket, event, go into that next coaching. Well, that one's not it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. But then you just keep buying and buying. Become a producer, not a consumer. On these platforms, it's so easy to just start scrolling. Well, I'm tired and maybe it won't work. It's easy to say maybe it won't, maybe it will, maybe anybody can. And I'm an overthinker myself. I'm an analyzer. I'm someone who thinks thoroughly. So I get what that's like. But doing it, getting stuck in motion doesn't get anywhere. Getting stuck in the suck will. And in the suck is where you do the action of it, because not everything is going to seem like it's so wonderful and daisies and it's beautiful. It's the suck, enduring in the suck, doing the things you don't want to do, because that's what you see in business too. It's not always what you want to do. It's what you have to. It's what you need to do to get to and to get more and to get that thing that you want. Okay? So, understanding business, I can help you with a lot of that. I'm in the finance funding niche too, not just because of that. I've been doing business in my other ones for many years. I analyze a lot of businesses, restaurants, manufacturing, construction, many. I know the people who are real, I know the businesses who are real and those who are not. I'm very observant, okay? I'm very, very observant. And I pay attention to gestures, what people say, how they say it, the words. They're mixing this up, that. They're not saying something, they say something here, but then they changed it over there. And again, I'm trying to be the most real and authentic that I can be. A long video, I know, my hand, my shoulder. I didn't even think I'd do it for this long. But it really matters that you understand this and you can combine different strategies. Have a group, get into groups, friend request, message. Here's the script. Here's how to follow this. Send them an invite. Send them the link to the video sales letter of that affiliate product. Send them the offer doc, which I highly recommend. I'll show you how to do that. I have a free training down below. But saying, oh, I tried it for, no, you did not. How long? What did you do? How'd you do it? How many times? What was the volume? Did you do it in volume? Did you do less volume? Okay, what'd you do in less volume? If you want a real sponsor, somebody who will tell you do this, do that, and if you have any rebuttal to that, if you keep saying, well, then don't come to me, please. I have energy and time efficiency as an entrepreneur that I know who the tire kickers are. I know who the ones are who just, well, I could already tell by breath or just by online. Like I could already see it. Whether you've joined something with me or not, some things are harder to tell. People are just information gathering. They're not even at that stage yet where they want to do this and that. But that's all you do is information gather more and more and more. So when I say to do something, do that. Like I know what works. This is a fad. This is a trend, or it isn't. This is real. This is evergreen. What I'm showing you. So do that. Do more of that. What have you done? Can you come to me? What are your daily methods of operation? I gave you that too. And you'll get it too from other places. Like, have you done that? Have you stuck into that routine? Well, then don't complain. Nobody wants to hear a complainer. Don't come to me as a complainer. I'm going to go the other way. Nobody needs to hear somebody complain. Complain is negativity. Complain is I didn't do enough. Or you think you did enough. It's just your beliefs. It's your fear system. It's all that that's overtaking you, the subconscious and conscious way of being programmed now that you've heard everything and all your experiences up to now. Whether they were right or wrong, it's what we're used to. And doing something that we're not used to, something that isn't so traditional, not the 9 to 5, the go to school. We do something different. Online business, affiliate marketing, that doesn't feel normal, that doesn't feel the same as everything else. But in the stuck is the suck. Or it's not suck, but it's you're just stuck. Let me help you, or you can help yourself or reach out, a combination. You can get through. You're just not doing it. Not doing enough. You're not executing. You're not executing well. You got to try something else to execute on. Do we have to? Do we not? Here's what works. Here's what doesn't work. Do that. That works. Okay? So down below, free training and more resources will be down. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'm more than happy to help you. I'm very kind. I'm very nice. Simple, Washington State living, fishing, loving person. That's all I do. I like to go fish. I love to fish. I'm making this video during the summer. It's nice to go out when I can on the weekday, more so on the weekend with my dad, my loved ones, those who want to be there. Very simple man. It's on the other side where we tend to complicate everything because of what we currently know. And what are we willing to forego to know something more that we don't know? But this thing keeps holding you. See, you're making excuses again. You're always complaining about something. Whether you think it's negative or not, it's negative. So we got to put that out of the picture. But at the same time, things can be negative in business. You might think something, you're compartmentalizing, or you don't have that fully yet. We got to work on that better, or some other ways, some other things. And you'll see some negativity come up here and there because that's just human nature. And whether the thing we're doing is right or wrong, it's like now we want something different. It feels normal. Keep doing that because you seek novelty. Stop seeking so much novelty. What works is what works. What works isn't always fancy. Okay? What works can be super simple and not fancy. But many people want fancy. They want that status level. They want that when I go into a room of people who know me, I gotta be so presentable. I have to tell them if they ask me what I'm doing, that hey, I just run ads to a page and I make money online. Well, cool. Can I know more about that? I'm not saying that's not going to work. It's just people want to present themselves as something they're not or something they really want to be. But it's the stuff that's saying, hey, yeah, I just get on Facebook and I use Facebook to make money online. Whoa. What do you mean? I can't see myself. Nobody can, not even I. So it's about learning it. Duh. And not feeding into someone who is so negative and complaining and like just here's their point of view. I will never help this person. Some people just can't. You don't want to work too much on someone who can't and the mindset and too much because they will just drag you down or they will bring you down to their experience level and try to beat you there. Sure, they can, maybe they can, but that's their experience. You maybe have been there or not, you're just over that. So it's like work with the right people. You have groups, segmented groups where you can find people in. It's already there. They're already there. So why not take advantage of that and make sure that you connect with the right people? So long enough video. I didn't think it'd go this long. Again, down below, free training. Reach out to me with anything you have questions for. But just always keep your why deep down. Why are you doing this? What's right now so deep down? Why? You want to be at home. You want to take care of others. You want to have more freedom, not have to trade your time for money. And do the things that don't feel right in the business to do, but you know those are the things that are going to move you forward, excuse me. So that's everything for me. I hope you took this message to heart. I know I take these things to heart too. Takes a lot of energy and time for me and courage to do this. My shoulders, I'm gonna have to replace them. I'm kidding. Robotic arms. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Get into the free training I have below. And again, I know I said it before, reach out. You have anything, leave me a comment, look at the description, get in the free training. There's more. I'll try to have my email there and more. But get into that training or everything or anything else that I have. Eventually my group, or if not in the beginning. And I'm here for you, okay? So that's all. Talk to you soon.